Taking a look at the grid for the Bahrain Grand Prix, Sebastian Vettel took pole position from Lewis Hamilton by a mere 35 thousandths of a second to the Mercedes driver. Nico Rosberg misses out on the front row narrowly too, as he misses out by 25 thousandths, becoming one of the closest qualifying sessions of the season. The two Williams of Bottas and Massa take 4th and 5th places, with the Red Bull driver of Ricciardo lining up in 6th. Another exceptional session from Felipe Nasr puts the Sauber in 7th, with the only Force India of Hulkenberg in 8th. Carlos Sainz and Daniel Kvyat round out the top 10 for round 4 of the 2015 season.
What's going on, guys? Aarava here. Welcome back to my F1 Ultra Mod career mode. We're back with part number 4 today for the Bahrain Grand Prix, the first night race of the season. Last time out, part 3, we were at China. If you have missed that one, that was uploaded a week ago on the channel. If you didn't know already, this series is uploaded every single Monday at 7 PM UK time, so just tune to the channel then to check these episodes out. But last time, we had a few altercations, a few incidents at the beginning of the Chinese Grand Prix, hoping that we don't get any of the sort here at Bahrain today. And yeah, we're here in the lovely red Ferrari, which I've changed the livery of. I haven't actually mentioned that so far in the season. Usually with Ultramod, I do change the liveries a little bit. We didn't change them for Malaysia, but China we had some Chinese sponsors on, and now for Bahrain we have Gulf Air as the main kind of sponsor on the engine cover of the Ferrari there. So a little bit of a change to the livery there for Bahrain. Also be showcased quite well under the floodlights, obviously all the colours kind of going matte. But as you can see now, the race strategy is going to be, well, our team thinks it's going to be a 4-stop. Now, I think the AI are also going to be doing this 4-stop, but I think we could maybe convert it to a 3-stop, but we're going to have to see if we have the clean air to do so. So it's all going to be about how we do the opening kind of parts of the race, because we need to get in some good clean air to try and make a 3-stop work, but if not, we'll have to settle for the 4. But either way, it's going to be a pretty good race, hoping to get right up there and get back on the podium. So let's go to the Bahrain Grand Prix. So it's go time here for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Here is my teammate Sebastian Vettel on pole position. We are on the other end of the grid, P20. We go to 5 red lights and we are off for the Bahrain Grand Prix. 57 laps ahead of us for this 100% race today. Obviously, as usual, realistic damage mod installed. We're going to have to take it quite cautiously into turn 1. Look for the gap where we can go. We're going to try around the outside. Maldonado there going a little bit left, so I went kind of off track a little bit just to avoid him, because obviously we know Pastor, the reputation he carries, so I need to be very careful around him. We go around the outside of him, and I think he's, oh wow, he's already lost his front wing there. Brilliant stuff from Maldonado there. Already lost his front wing, but now we go down the inside of this corner of Jenson Button, having to lock up there as we nearly steamed right into the back of Checo there in the Force India. So I tried to make the move on my man Button, but I completely nearly rear-ended Checo there. So having to take a bit cautiously through the S section now. Can we make a move around the outside of Button? Yes, we tried to, but now we've lost a bit of our front wing as we do eventually hit Checo in the rear end. It's luckily he's not got a puncher, I don't think, but now we're going to try and go around the outside of him. It's all going off right now. Stevens there in the middle of all the fight, going very slowly. We lock up hugely on the left front tire. We managed to go around both of them for 16th place, so what a move there. 2 places in 1 corner, and now we're on the back of our fellow Britishman, Jenson Button. Can we go down the inside, man? We're going to try it. Dive down the inside. He's going to hold it quite nicely on the outside of the corner. He squeezes us into the apex there, gets right ahead of us into this next section, so quite a lot of action here on the first lap to try and get up into just what will be P15 at the moment. Down the inside of Button, lovely panning shot here. As you can see, the nice Gulf Air sponsors on our car for Bahrain here, as obviously the sponsors change from race to race, but there is also the damage on our front wing that you can see on the front right of the front wing, so that was lopped off by Checo as we ran to the back of him previously. But now onto lap 2, we're making some progress. Alonso has lost his front wing there, so it looks like he's made some contact with another Lotus, which is Grosjean there, and now we go down to this corner. There's been a huge kerfuffle there, a huge crash. We've taken evasive action, gone across the tarmac that looks like sand, but it's not actually sand, it's just tarmac. But we've had to take evasive action there, and we're up to P10, but actually I feel a bit too bad about that. We should give the position back. My team have told me to give the position back as well to at least Grosjean. So I've got to wait up for Grosjean because he was the one ahead of me. So I've got to wait till he comes through. And unfortunately, that allows the Sauber, I can't remember who it was, and Jenson Button there in the McLaren to get back ahead of us. So we're down to P12 now. We did make some positions anyway by cutting across there because I believe 2 or 3 cars maybe went out of the Grand Prix or had to pit because there was just some, I don't know, some weird calamity at the last corner there with some huge crash with 5 cars. So that sort of helped us, and helped us out in the Grand Prix. So now onto lap 3, we've just made a tasty little move around the outside of Grosjean there. Very, very close to, going off track, but we just about stuck it through on the tarmac there, up to P11 now. And we're chasing down Button once more. Our teammate there, Sebastian Vettel, you can see, is already in the pit, so that's pretty damn early. So I think Sebastian may have had some contact there because that is very, very early, but we've made a huge diving move down the inside of Jenson Button. Very audacious move, kind of like the ones Mercedes have been making this season whenever they're trying to overtake a slower car, and we've tried to make it stick. He's actually done well to hang it round into turn 2 and turn 3, but by turn 4 here, we've got him for 9th place, so that's pretty good. We're halfway up the grid. You can see there's only 18 runners left in the Grand Prix, so we're halfway up the grid there. But going back to my teammate, it looks like he's picked quite early, so maybe he's definitely going for the 4-stop, Sebastian is there. But now onto lap 5, we're trying to overtake Marcus Ericsson, going side by side down to the last corner. We can see Rosberg there, setting the times alight with a purple lap there. So I've got to get a move on and get some clean air so I can pump in similar lap times. But we've overtaken Ericsson there just about. I'm just looking in the back of me, trying to make sure he's not going to come back at us. Looks like he's trying to get some slipstream, but I think our Ferrari engine is obviously going to pay off for us, and we're into 8th place, down to turn 1. We can see, I think that's Kvyat, yeah, Kvyat trying to chase down another car, so hopefully we can get on the back of them. But now look, we're in a bit of clean air here. Once we get close up onto Kvyat, we can overtake them, and then we can kind of think about trying to maybe make this 3-stop work. That's obviously the plan of mine right now, that we're trying to get the 3-stop working. If we have to go to the 4, albeit, but I think the best plan for us is try and get that 3rd stop. But getting back to the track action now, we're behind Danny Kvyat now on lap 7, closing up on him in 7th place. So we're coming up to the 2nd DRS zone on the circuit. We've got DRS, but he also has the DRS device from Nico Hulkenberg up ahead. So now we're going to move to the right. We do a little dummy, move to the left now, trying to maybe affect him and put him off there a little bit. It looks like he's completely unfazed actually, and for some reason the FIA have said warning caused a collision. So I don't know why, we didn't make any contact whatsoever, so cheers for that, FIA. But yeah, we tried to make the dummy move on Kvyat, but he was actually completely unfazed by that, so we're going to have to try something different now. We can see up ahead Hamilton setting a fast lap at the Grand Prix, so he's just pumping in those lap times, both Mercs pumping in the lap times, so I've really got to make these moves stick and then try and get on and pump some purple lap times of my own. But now here with DRS in the slipstream down the inside of turn 1, this time surely we'll get him here, hit the apex, go a little bit left there. You can see I straightened up my car there to kind of squeeze him out onto the kind of a wider part of the circuit, and we're up into 7th place now. So can we make a move now swiftly on Hulkenberg on the very next lap, very next sector, down the inside of Nico Hulkenberg, the German in the Force India, side by side. He goes, keeps it on the racing line. I'm down the inside. We keep it tight to give him the space. Looks like he's going to come back. I can now wait for him. I'm actually going to switch back on him and go down the inside here, squirt the throttle, hit the apex, and we're up into 6th place there. So quite a nice move, I must say so myself, because we kind of I saw Hulkenberg was still side by side with me, so I thought I'll kind of wait for him and do a little switch over on the racing line and squirt the throttle into the apex there, and we have got that place for 6th place. So now you can see we've got quite a lot of open track ahead of us. So now this is where we do the kind of the work, the real work of the Grand Prix, and we really just try and hammer in the lap times, because if we can just kind of hammer in those purple lap times, try and close up on these cars, we will really try and make this 3-stop work basically. So we're on lap 10 right now. You can see some cars are in the pit, so they're making their first pit stop. Obviously, remember, they're on the option tyres. I actually forgot to mention that the entire time. We're on the prime tyres, if you didn't already know, the white wall medium tyres. All these other cars are on the option tyres right now, so they made an early pit stop. Looks like the option tyres, can ideally only go to 10, but I think we could probably stretch them out later on, but they can ideally only go to 10 laps. So they've pit right now. We've got some more people in the pits now, so we're up to 3rd place, but remember, we're going to pit in about 3-4 laps time for another set of tyres, because eventually the prime tyres will wear out. But we're up into 3rd place. You can see the Mercedes right now 1-2. I think that's them in the mini-map there, off in the distance, fighting quite closely on the mini-map. They're very, very close. So if they're fighting, that gives us a good chance to maybe close up on them, because they won't be setting too many fast laps if they're busy fighting. So now we've come to lap 15 now. We've just been pushing really hard, trying our best. The prime tyres, obviously, they're not the faster compound of tyres, so we tried our best. We did set some really nice lap times, though. So now we're into the pits, changing our front wing. Obviously, we lost a little bit of that, if you forgot, on the first first lap with Perez. So front wing change, so a bit of a slower stop. We're on to the yellow wall soft tyres now. So you can see my teammate Sebastian Vettel at the moment has gone past us. Now Massa, or Nazar I should say, Nazar's gone past us. Two very similar names. But he's gone past us, so we're down to 7th place now. And Hulkenberg will just about get ahead of us as well. So Hulkenberg's done an effective overcut on us there and overtaken us, re-overtaken us. He's gone to a second set of option tyres there, so that's worked out well from him. So we're going to have to try and re-overtake him. Hopefully it will be a little bit of an easier move than last time. Same exact place actually, but this time we don't make a move into this corner. We have to wait till the DRS zone. So here we are with DRS. Open it, move to the left-hand side of the circuit. He tried to squeeze us there, but we were having none of it, and we're back up to 7th place now. We'll move to the outside to the racing line, hit the apex quite nicely, and we're back into 7th place. So now we will try and close down Felipe Nasr in the Sauber, who has been doing quite a spectacular job, you must say. He has really been doing quite a stunning job this season so far. But now onto lap 18, we bang in a purple lap time. Our teammate has pit now quite early you must say, lap 18. So if he was on 2 option tyres, he's gone early on both stops. Remember, he pit on lap 5 and then pit on lap 18. So my teammate, very, very odd strategy. He's pitting very, very early for all these stops, trying to get some sort of huge undercut. I don't know if it'll work out for him. We'll have to see. But now, coming on to lap 19 now. It's taken a little bit of a while to catch up fully to Felipe Nasr. But now we have off the turn 2. We've gone down the right-hand side of the circuit, up into 4th place. You can see Felipe Nasr there sitting a fast lap of the Grand Prix so far. So it looks like the Williams have good pace right now. We've got Valtteri Bottas there in 3rd place, and then the 2 Mercedes cars in 1 and 2. So the 2 Williams have some really good paces. Once more, lap 24, Massa sets another fast lap of the Grand Prix, so he's really, really gunning for it. But Hamilton is in 2nd place at the moment, Rosberg in 1st. So right now, Rosberg's leading the way. Hamilton obviously tried his best. He's going to have to try his best to try and re-overtake him, because he's had a torrid time this season with some bad luck. But obviously last time out in China, Rosberg got some bad luck as well and crashed out there right at the end. So at the moment, this is where I'm starting to think where we can do the 3-stop. Right now, we're on the option tyres. We've gone quite a long way. Right now, we're coming up to 10 laps gone, because we put on lap 15, remember. But I think we could stretch these option tyres out a little bit more. I'm talking a few more laps. We could maybe hit this 3-stop. If we can go on to maybe another set of prime tyres and go to the end, I think that we could do this. Because at the moment, Mercedes are an entire pit stop ahead of me. If I cut out a 4th stop, that means I can gain back to them and potentially fight for a win here, if you can see what I mean there. Because they're one entire pit stop ahead, but that's saying if I do a 4-stop. If I do a 3-stop, I will completely cut out that 20-second gap, and I can get back into the fight for the win. Obviously, we haven't even won a race this year. We haven't been close to winning a race this year, so it'd be absolutely fantastic if we could try and win a race for this fourth round of the championship. So we're in lap 30 now. Just made our pit stop, so we've got a few laps more onto those option tyres. So we stretched them out about 15 laps onto a set of prime tyres now, which I'm hoping we can actually stretch out onto pretty much like 7 laps to go, and then go to the option tyres, really gun it through, and that will be our 3rd stop done, because this is our 2nd stop, obviously. So we'll be hoping to go to about, I don't know, lap 47, lap 50 maybe, and try and go on a really fast stint at the end onto option tyres. But we're out in 4th place at the moment, Massa behind me, Hamilton ahead of me. But now onto lap 31, Valtteri Bottas now dropped down, but he's also, I think someone's in the pits. Rosberg is in the pits, that is. So Rosberg's in the pits, Hamilton stayed out, Bottas I believe has also gone to the pits now. So it's me and Massa staying out, and Hamilton right now for this one more lap. And I believe on the mini-map, that is Hamilton up ahead. So right now, the 3-stop is working. At this point, Hamilton, Mercedes, Williams, they're all going to make 1 stop, I think. I think they're all going to make 1 more stop till the end of the race. Right now, our team is saying we need to make 2 more stops, but if we can stretch it out to 1 more stop only, then we'll be kind of, you know, battling them, basically, because look, Hamilton's only a few seconds ahead of us, so we have to try and make this work. On to lap 37, quite abrupt here. You can see we're in the pits. You may be wondering what on earth why we're in the pits, but we've come in right behind Lewis Hamilton. Massa was there as well. I've reacted to the Mercedes coming in a little bit earlier there. We've also lost a position, unfortunately, to Massa, but this is all going to hopefully work out, because I've been a bit reactionary. Maybe not the best thing, but we're going to have to see. My gut just said, you know, we're going to pit with Hamilton, because I saw him coming in the pits lap 36. I thought, you know what, we've got to stick with him. We've got to stick with him to try and go. So we've got to try and stretch these option tyres for 20 laps, according to, you know, our strategy. If we want to make this 3-stop work, we have to stretch them for 20 laps. That's quite an ask. We've done 15 laps on the previous stint on option tyres. Can we do 5 more laps? Well, let's see. Right now, we're behind Massa, who's behind Hamilton. Let's see how it pans out. So we cut later on onto that 42. Right now, we're in 3rd place. Massa is still ahead of me in 2nd place, so I couldn't catch up to him But at the moment, there's also been a big shift up at the front because I don't know quite what has happened, but somehow Lewis Hamilton's ended up down behind all those cars in 9th place at the moment, and Nico Rosberg is currently out of this Grand Prix. Valtteri Bottas in the Williams leads the way. It's a 1-2 for Williams Martini Racing, would you believe, right now. I don't know what's happened. In this time, I couldn't catch Massa up. He's actually gained on us by 5 seconds or so. Vettel's caught up to me a little bit, and he's closing in a little bit in 4th place. But at the moment, somehow, I didn't even know where Valtteri came from. I haven't seen him this entire race. I haven't actually seen his car physically. I've seen his name pop up a few times, but I don't know where he's come from. He's sort of just come out of the blue in 1st place at the moment. Massa was chasing down Hamilton, but I think Hamilton and Rosberg may have had some contact there, because Rosberg is out of this Grand Prix at the moment, and Hamilton has had to pit already. Remember, he pit on lap 37, and he's already pit again, so he must have had some sort of contact with Rosberg to kind of, you know, put him out of the Grand Prix and make him pit again. So on lap 47 now, 10 laps to go. Felipe Massa has just pit. You can see there, Felipe Massa's pit. He's down to 3rd. I'm 2nd. This is the first time we've seen Valtteri Bottas. We've closed up to him. I believe he is on the prime tyres, I think, and he is going to the end. So that's why we've caught up to him, because we've had really good pace and we've been slowly closing up to him. And I believe Bottas is going to the end of the Grand Prix on this set of tyres. If that is the case, I need to make a decision right now. Or do I pit like Massa's done and try and come back at everyone with really fast tyres? Or do I stay out? I mean, 10 laps more on these option tyres when they've already gone quite some distance. They've already gone on a 10 lap. It's quite an arse. And on to lap 47 right now. Bottas has gone into the pits at the end of lap 47. On to lap 48. I've got to make a decision quite fast. My team think I should pit. My tyres don't feel too amazing. I mean, they've still got some life in them, but I don't think it's going to be 10 laps worth. I honestly don't think so. We're coming to the pits at the end of this lap now. So we're in P1 at the moment. We're going to give that up, but I really didn't think we could stretch them out. I could have maybe stretched those option tyres out for maybe another 5 laps, but then after that, it's an unknown quantity, and I just can't take that risk at the moment in the championship. When Rosberg is effectively out of the Grand Prix, I need to get solid points rather than risking it all for maybe a win. So we're down to 2nd place. My teammate Sebastian Vettel has actually stayed out for now. So you can see, look, the 2 Williams cars fighting hard. You can see Bottas has gone down the inside of Massa. An absolute ding-dong battle with the Williams there. And Bottas has re-overtaken Massa there for what is 2nd place, or might be a net 1st place, because Sebastian has stayed out so far. But I believe he should be pitting as well. And on lap 53, he has. So right now it's Bottas from Massa, myself, and then Sebastian Vettel. And then behind, I'm not too sure. I don't know where Hamilton is in all of this. He was P9 a few laps ago, remember, about 10 laps ago or something like that. So now, on to lap 54. We've got the DRS wide open. Can we try and get Felipe Massa for 2nd place and break up this 1-2 that Williams have right now? Down the inside of the 1st turn. Bottas just banged in the fast lap of the Grand Prix. Look at the speed he's got off that corner. We just about get around the outside of Massa. A little bit of oversteer on the exit, but we have got 2nd place there. Can we try and catch Bottas? It's going to be a huge ask. 3 laps to go. He's just set the fast lap of the Grand Prix. It is game on. Can we catch him? We're at the end of lap 57. Unfortunately, we're in 2nd place. Bottas is 2.5 seconds ahead of us. He has done an absolute stunner of a drive there in the last 3 laps. He's just pulled out time from nowhere on those fresh option tyres, and he's going to come through for a very well-deserved, I must say, Bahrain Grand Prix win. It's been 4 different winners in the first 4 races of this championship. Absolutely fantastic. We've come home in a very, very solid 2nd place. I'm very chuffed with that, but that is absolutely amazing. This season has been absolutely bonkers. 4 different winners in 4 different races. We've had 2 Williams wins. Massa in Malaysia, I should say, and then Bottas here in Bahrain. We had Hamilton win China and Rosberg win Australia. Absolutely crazy stuff. I think it's time for a Ferrari win next time, I hope so, in Spain. I hope that will be the case, but we'll see about that. But Nico Rosberg is out of the Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton comes back and fights for 5th place there, so he did come back after that calamity of contacting with Rosberg, I can only imagine, and he's come back there for 5th place. My teammate steps up and finally gets a really solid position in 4th place. But for the championship, that is going to be very, very interesting, because Rosberg going out this Grand Prix means I am now leading the Drivers' Championship from 63 points to Valtteri Bottas Bottas with 58. Rosberg drops down to 3rd place. Massa in 4th. Hamilton in 5th place. Vettel finally makes a mark on the championship and jumps back up to 6th place. So the top 6, you must say, I think for now, from what we've seen, the top 6 are all within a shout of this championship this season, which is absolutely crazy to think there's a 6-way scrap for a championship. But at the moment, I haven't even won a race yet. Vettel hasn't won a race, but both Ferraris, we both haven't won a race yet, which has been a little unfortunate, and we're going to have to do a little bit debriefing as we go on to the European season for the Spanish Grand Prix to try and sort that out, because I would really like to try and win a race very, very soon, and hopefully also Sebastian's going to have the same goal. But at the moment, just through pure consistency, I've got into 1st place of the championship, just showing how much consistency counts this season, probably, with how much competition there has been with the Williams and Mercedes both fighting for wins. At the moment, Williams are leading the constructors. Who would have thought? Ferrari in 2nd place, Mercedes in 3rd. So consistency again, Ferrari has helped us out there by coming in 2nd place, just ahead of the Mercedes guys. But that has been an absolute cracker of a race, guys. Really, really tense towards the end. We've got a fantastic 2nd place. If you did enjoy that race, give this video a like. Smash that like button, guys. It's been absolutely awesome to see the support week in, week out for this Ultra Mod Career Mode season. And that is purely what keeps me going, guys, to make these as awesome as possible. So, guys, it'd be absolutely awesome. We're going to try and smash 1,500 likes on this episode again. Comment below what you thought. If you're new around here, then do subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content and other motorsport gaming stuff. But I've been aarava. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll see you guys next time.